Congratulations. Today is your day. You're off to great places. You're off and away. You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself any direction you choose. You're on your own and you know what you know. And you are the guy or gal and who'll decide where to go. You look up and down streets, look them over with care. About some you will say, I don't choose to go there. With your head full of brains and shoes full of feet, you're too smart to go down any not so good street. You may not find any you'll want to go down. In that case, of course, you'll head straight out of town. It's opener there, in the wide open air. Out there are things that can happen and frequently do to people as brainy and footsie as you. And when things start to happen, don't worry, don't stew, just go right along, you'll start happening too. Over the places you'll go. You won't lag behind because you'll have the speed. You'll pass the whole gang and you'll soon take the lead. Wherever you fly, you're the best of the best. Wherever you go, you will top all the rest. Except when you don't. Because sometimes you won't. I'm sorry to say so, but sadly it's true. There are bang-ups and hang-ups, and those can happen to you. You'll get all hung up in a prickly perch. Your gang will fly on and, well, you'll soon be left in a lurch. You'll come down from the lurch with an unpleasant bump, and chances are you might be in a slump. You'll come to a place where the streets are not marked. Some windows are lighted, but mostly they're dark. A place you could sprain both your elbow and chin. Do you dare stay out? Or do you want to go in? How much can you lose? How much can you win? If you do go in, and I hope you will, should you turn left or should you turn right? Or 3/4 back, or maybe not quite? Or go back around and sneak in from the behind? Simple it's not, I'm afraid you will find, for a mind maker upper to make up her mind. On and on you will hike, and I know you'll hike far, and face up to your problems, whatever they are. You'll get mixed up, of course, as you already know. You do get mixed up with many strange birds as you do. So be sure when you step with great care and tact, and remember that life's a great balancing act. Just never forget to be dexterous and deft, and never mix up your right foot from your left. And will you succeed? Yes, you will. 98 3/4% guarantee. Kids, you will move mountains, and as we know, each of you is a hero today. All the places you will go. I will put one thought out there, that while you lead these lives of learning and nurturing and introspection and questions and government, and while you posit these questions of leadership, you must also reflect, because each of us is extremely privileged in the context of the society that we are part of. We lead privileged lives, we have opportunities of plenty, and having choices in this country of ours is itself a sign of great privilege. And so when you lead these lives of privilege, introspect, think, and be curious about the rest of your country. And I will leave you with this thought. I will read to you a small vignette from a book called Waiting for a Visa. And the book is about the life, the childhood of a gentleman who is a great hero of mine, and a gentleman because of whom we are all in many ways here today. His name is Bhimrao Ambedkar. He was the chairman of the Constitution Drafting Committee, and he is the reason why so many of us have these opportunities and these choices, and so many of us believe in the idea of the country that he and some of his peers imagined. And here is a short instance. He is talking about his childhood and his day in a classroom. Quote, Ambedkar. For instance, I knew that in the classroom, I could not sit in the midst of my classmates according to rank. in class performance, but that I was to sit in a corner by myself. I knew that in the school I was to have a separate piece of gunny cloth for me to squat on in the classroom, and the servant employed to clean the school would not touch the gunny cloth used by me. I was required to carry the gunny cloth home in the evening and bring it back the next day. Whilst in the school, I knew that children of the touchable classes, when they felt thirsty, could go out to the water tap, open it, and quench their thirst. All that was necessary was the permission of the teacher, but my position was separate. I could not touch the tap, and unless it was opened to me by a touchable person, it was not possible for me to quench my thirst. In my case, the permission of the teacher was not enough. His childhood, very different from mine or from yours. And yet, when young Bhimrao would grow up, he would finish school, he would finish college, he would get a PhD from Columbia University, and he would become the leader of conceiving who we are as a people. So the preamble that is so beautifully describes the idea of this country and the idea of you and the idea of me, including my young friends, all of us here, we the people of India solemnly resolve to create a country that is what? That will be driven by equality, that will be driven by dignity, that will be driven by secularism. That was Bhimrao's childhood, and that is the childhood for many young people in this country. So as you grow and as you fly and as you chase your dreams, think about also how do you get to learn and know more about your peers, your fellow citizens, the rest of your country. For when you do so, I think you will also speak to your own anthem, which I see here, the anthem for Inventure Academy. I'll be a friend to all I meet, lend a hand with fairness treat. I'll go wherever there's a need. This is my prayer, this is my creed. This is my creed, by Pritham Benjamin. So I think in your own anthem, you have your own preamble. In your own anthem, you understand Ambedkar's vision. And in your own anthem, you've got a message for your own lives. A life where you must dream, where you must pursue difficult journeys, and where you must always, when you fall down, climb back up.